All right, then, welcome back to lesson 2. In our first lesson, we explored the idea that the dark night of the soul may not be the end of your story, but the beginning of something new. Today, I'd like us to take that one step further. I'd like you to consider this question. What if collapse has a purpose? When parts of our lives fall apart, a relationship, a career, our health, our plans, or even our understanding of ourselves, it is natural to think that something has gone terribly wrong. You often see collapse as failure. But throughout creation, we see a very different pattern. Jesus said that unless a grain of wheat falls into the ground and dies, it remains only a single seed. But if it dies, it produces many seeds. Think about that for a moment. A seed must break open before it can grow. A caterpillar must surrender its old form before it becomes a butterfly. Again and again, nature reminds us that new life often begins where something old comes to an end. Perhaps the same is true for us. I'm not suggesting that loss is not painful. It is. I'm not suggesting that we should celebrate suffering. We shouldn't. But I am suggesting that even in life's most difficult seasons, God may be at work in ways we cannot see. Instead of asking, why did this happen to me? What if we begin asking, what is this making possible? That single question can open the door to hope. It helps us move from feeling like victims of our circumstances to becoming people who are open to growth, healing, and transformation. My dear friend, as you work through today's lesson, take your time, reflect honestly on your own journey. Notice what has fallen away, notice what no longer fits, and ask yourself what new possibilities may be emerging. Before you move on to lesson 3, take some time to reflect on the questions and do your daily embodiment practice. That's where real power lies. In our next lesson, we'll begin exploring the first of 4 pillars of embodiment. Think as God. We'll discover how the way we think shapes the way we experience life and why learning to see through the eyes of possibility is one of the most important steps of this journey. Until then, enjoy today's lesson, reflect deeply, and I'll see you in lesson 3. In the meantime, have huge amounts of fun.